Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. S. Welcome back to my channel. It's a truly dreary Monday morning where I live. It's all rainy and nasty and whatnot. So I thought I might make things a little bit brighter around here by taking you on a tour of this particular shelf I've got right here. Now, this shelf that you're seeing right now is the entire collection of animated TV shows and animated movies that I own. It's not the biggest collection, you know. Now you may notice that some titles are missing from here that many people consider to be like the seminal classics that every fan of animation is supposed to own. I've never ascribed to that belief. I'm much more a fan of, if you like something, buy it. Don't buy something because you're supposed to own it or anything like that. That just doesn't make sense to me. Now there's a few too many things on this shelf to do a complete summary and review of every single item on here, unless you want to sit there for like an hour and a half listening to me jaw-jack about this shelf for all that time. So what I will do is show you each and everything on here, along with like maybe a sentence or two about my thoughts on it. So let's get started in alphabetical order, because that's how I do things around this house. Astro Boy, the complete series. Wonderful little series. I like it a lot. Great animation, great story, great main character. Avatar, The Last Airbender on Blu-ray. This, to this day, is the only series that I've ever owned that I have upgraded from DVD to Blu-ray. I normally don't double dip, but this is my favorite show of all time. I just had to. A quick little side note on Avatar: The Last Airbender. The Blu-ray does not come with a list of what comes on each and every episode, so I had to look it up online and then I printed it out and taped it inside here. The complete series of Batman Beyond. In my opinion, this is better than Batman the Animated Series. Go ahead, fight me on it. Beast Wars, the complete series. One of the first CGI cartoons, and in my opinion, it still looks pretty good to this day. I love it. Beast Machines, the complete series. Haven't watched all of it yet, but what I have seen has been pretty good. Black Lagoon, seasons 1 and 2. Excellent action show, good character development. There's a sequel series, OVA, called Roberta's Blood Trail. Haven't checked that out yet, probably will. Kashan Sins, the complete series. A dark and gritty reboot of a cheesy 80s and 90s anime hero that is actually pretty dang solid. Desert Punk, the complete series. Really funny. It's really enjoyably funny. The main character is a jerkwad, and seeing him constantly get owned is really funny. Eden's Bowie, the complete series. Bought this sight unseen at an anime convention. Couple episodes in so far, it's pretty interesting. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, parts 1 and 2. I love this way more than FMA 2003. This is much, much better. Full Metal Panic Fumofu, basically a 12-episode series that has a lot in common with Tom and Jerry cartoons in terms of the type of comedy that this show has. It's hilarious. Ghost Stories, the complete series. Boring anime in the original Japanese version. In the dub, they just went completely bonkers and made this show really offensive and funny. Gravity Falls, the complete series. I own it on DVD, so should you. Gungrave, the complete 7-disc series. Only 24 episodes, but it has 7 discs. I've heard from some people that this is really good. Haven't watched it yet, but I'm really looking forward to doing so. Haibane Renmei, the complete series. Fascinating little show. Everything I could ever say about it is spoilerific. Check it out if you find anime about the afterlife interesting. Heat Guy J. Cool cop show, got an excellent style to it. Not a lot of people know much about this show, but I love it. It's really cool, really fun. Chorus, the complete collection. Movies 1 and 2 of The Prophecy and the Revelation. It's not easy to come by these two movies nowadays. I got this about probably 4 or 5 years ago, but you should really try to find it. This is amazing. Kino's Journey, the complete series. A very interesting meditative little show that very episodic in format, and it's just a fascinating series of 13 little short stories. Magical Shopping Arcade, or Benabashi. This is just complete all-out hilarity. Apes a bunch of different styles of anime and like makes fun of them all, and it's really fun. Midori Days. Complete series. It's a show where a girl really wants to become the girlfriend of this guy, and during the night, she is transformed into his right hand. That's not a puppet. That's his hand. Yeah. Murder Princess, the complete series. It's only 6 episodes. The anime is just kind of exactly what you see on the cover there and on the back. Lots of violence, lots of, honestly, wacky humor, good animation. I like it. Mushishi, the complete series. Much along the lines of Kino's Journey, this is an episodic show. It's very relaxing, very meditative, and heavily dives into Eastern philosophy and mythology as opposed to Western, so it's an interesting watch that way. One Punch Man, action and comedy perfection with gorgeous animation. Outlaw Star, the complete series. This is, in my opinion, better than Cowboy Bebop. A lot more fun, a lot more focused, and just flat out more enjoyable. The main character has a gun that shoots magic. I did not mean for that to happen. The complete series of the original Rurouni Kenshin anime. This, in my opinion, is even better than the manga. The stories that they came up for this show on their own fit really well into the universe, and season 3 is entirely made up by the creators of the show, and it's really great. It's really enjoyable. Samurai X, Trust, and Betrayal. This animates the backstory to the main character of Rurouni Kenshin, which they were never able to get to in the anime, and it's 4 episodes of pure perfection. That's all there is to it. It's perfect. Sands of Destruction, based on a video game, same as Gungrave actually was. Surprisingly great. I had no idea it was based on a video game when I first watched it because the anime is just a fun fantasy adventure. The main characters want to destroy the world. Whew. Soul Eater, easily my favorite shonen anime. Really perfect animation from beginning to end, hyperkinetic action, great characters, great voice acting, just great. I just have something in my eye. Huh? Alright, gonna get into the movies now. I'm gonna try to go even faster with these, because there's a lot more than to get through, so maybe like 3 or 4, 5 words. I'm gonna try to keep it at that. Let's go. Aladdin on Blu-Ray. My favorite Disney film from the Renaissance era. The Amazing Screw-On Head. It makes no sense, and I love it. Batman Assault on Arkham. What the live-action Suicide Squad film should have been. Batman The Dark Knight Returns Parts 1 and 2. Perfect adaptation of a grim, grim story. Batman Mask of the Phantasm. My 3rd favorite animated Batman film. Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, my 2nd favorite Batman film of all time. Batman Under the Red Hood, my favorite Batman film of all time, animated or otherwise. Batman Unlimited Animal Instincts. Boy, they really want to sell you those toys, don't they? Bayonetta Bloody Fate on Blu-ray. This is gorgeous, cheesecakey fan service, and I love it. Beauty and the Beast on Blu-ray. My favorite Disney film of all time, bar none. Apparently you have to say this like, BLAME! It was alright. Castle in the Sky on Blu-ray. My favorite Studio Ghibli film of all time. Legend of Crystania. I don't really know what this is, but it was $5 at a used book and DVD store, so why not? Dante's Inferno, an animated epic. And animated epic it truly is. Dragon Age, Dawn of the Seeker. Man, if only they could keep up that really good opening animation. Dragon Nest Warriors Dawn. I have not seen it yet, but it was a $3 Blu-ray brand new, so I figured why not. Fantasia. I love Fantasia. Hellboy, Sword of Storms and Blood and Iron. I've only seen the Sword of Storms so far. Animation style was pretty cool. Maybe, hopefully Blood and Iron will be good too. The Iron Giant on Blu-ray. Vin Diesel is really good at playing characters that can't speak a lot, isn't he? The Last Unicorn. beautiful designs, pretty good animation, great music, and then the main character starts to sing. Ugh. Marion the Witch's Flower on Blu-ray, Studio Ponok's first film. I think it's really great. People always say, oh, you know, it's just like Harry Potter. The book that this is based on came out before Harry Potter, so shush. Macross Plus Movie Edition. I don't really like watching subbed anime, I prefer dubs, but this is the only way I could get this movie for a reasonable price is to just have the sub version, so I'll take it. Only way to get Memories was also just a subbed version, and I'm really glad I did. This is unbelievable. Princess Mononoke, probably Miyazaki's most mature work. Nothing is clear-cut good or evil in this film, and I think that really works to its favor. My Neighbor Totoro. Childhood. Ninja Scroll. Action, 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 action. That's it. Isn't that great? Oblivion Island, Haruka, and the Magic Mirror. One of the only films that I'm seriously considering upgrading to Blu-ray. I just love it that much. Technically a show, but Over the Garden Wall is beautiful, dark, well cast, well acted. It's just good. One Piece, Desert Princess and the Pirates, and One Piece Strong World. The only two One Piece movies I think I'll ever own. I think they're pretty good. At least the ending of this one is decent. The Peanuts movie. Easily the best film that Blue Sky has ever made, and I think will be the best one they ever will make. You can't really top this. The Pirates, Band of Misfits. My favorite claymation film. This is just so funny, and so very British. Pokemon 1, 2, and 3 on Blu-ray. Decent, great, really great. But this one is my favorite just because of childhood nostalgia. Pokemon The Origin on Blu-ray. Blu-ray's the only way you can get this. It's pretty good. It's not a perfect retelling of the story of the original Pokemon games, but they only had 4 episodes, and I think they picked the best stuff for those 4 episodes. Pokemon Rise of Darkrai. Probably the closest Pokemon's ever gonna get to like a true horror movie. Has a pretty crappy conclusion, but man, that build-up is pretty good. Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva. I love the games, and this is a pretty perfect adaptation of the style of the games into this animated format. Redline. You need to see Redline. Rise of the Guardians in Blu-ray and 3D, which I don't care about the 3D part. I just really wanted this movie in Blu-ray because this is probably one of my favorite DreamWorks films right after the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. It's really great. Robin Hood from Disney. While Beauty and the Beast is my favorite film in terms of overall quality, this is the one that I find myself rewatching the most just because of how enjoyable it is. Prince John and Sir Hiss are 2 of my favorite Disney villains of all time. Spirited Away. A very, very good film, but in my opinion it's just not as good as their other ones. Oh, why did I say that? Street Fighter Alpha and Street Fighter Alpha Generations. I really wish these turned out better than they did. Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay. The bad guys want a magical card that lets them get out of hell free when they die. Now that's a premise. The Superman-Batman movie, World's Finest. Everything that Batman v Superman should have been. Superman-Batman double feature, we have Public Enemies and Apocalypse. Both of these are really great movies. Can you tell I like the DC animated universe just a little bit? Superman versus the Elite. If anyone ever asks you, why do people like Superman? This is your answer. Sword of the Stranger. Barely a month after I bought this movie, paid a little bit more than I should have for it. They came out with a really cheap Blu-ray of it. Transformers the movie. What do you mean it's the best Transformers movie? It's the only one that ever existed. Right. Turok, Son of Stone. What starts off as a seemingly innocent Saturday morning cartoon kind of thing turns real bloody and dark real fast, and it's a ride. Ultramarines, a Warhammer 40k movie. This is really great. It's just good. Vampire Hunter the Bloodlust. Good lord, how did they make this so pretty? And lastly, Wonder Woman, the DC animated movie. This is fantastic. The live-action Wonder Woman was pretty good too, but this, in my opinion, is just way, way better. I know that's been edited down a lot more for you all, ladies and gentlemen, but that's about 40 solid minutes of recording for me. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a pretty good time talking to you all about my movie shelf right over here, and I hope you enjoyed watching it too. Look forward to, this next Friday I'm going to try to shoot for getting another live stream going. Probably do it a little bit earlier in the evening so more people can join in if they want to. And thank you for watching my videos, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Mr. S, and until I see you next time, have yourselves a good day. Now, what to watch?